What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna
Hi
do
there.
when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
How are you?
What's that? Are you here to arrest me?
What you gonna
How'd
do
you know
when
that?
they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
It appears you've been a very naughty girl.
Oh no! I'm at home naughty, but I'm not bad at work. What?
Judge Schwartz sent us down here to post-haste bring you to his court
Okay.
on the charge of fleeing and eluding, 4th degree, with a maximum penalty forever and ever.
What the hell?
The only thing that really makes me wonder about this warrant that concerns me a little bit is the date of birth says very, very old.
Oh, yeah, that'd be me.
And then I'll let you read the other
Oh, this is all. I love it.
charges.
Oh my gosh. Guest signs up, Bettina signs leaving the state without permission. Defendant has traveled to various states without consent of the court. True. Most egregious and before teach travel to California to support old man Sparty. In the Roseville, I love it. Each trip is documented by at least 5,000 pictures on Facebook. That is a true story.
And you can
Report
see his
instruction.
signature is here too, so
Where?
on the warrant. So.
Oh, I love.
So, our normal policy
Yes.
is to leg irons, handcuffs. However, out of respect for you and knowing you so long, we're just going to lock you up there. And
Okay.
then I'm going to put handcuffs here on you in a lockup, and then we're going to go out into the court.
You probably don't get many hugs from inmates, do you? That's
Not too many. No, I usually get the opposite. So.
That's a riot. Oh my gosh.
You're on the docket.
I've always wanted to be on the docket. That is a riot. Oh, that was a good setup.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your eyes now give you no breaks. Well, hey, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah, it is.
Ma'am, this is a serious process.
Oh, really?
Okay?
Okay.
Your life is on the line here.
Oh, really?
And so I think it'd behoove you to wipe that smirk off your face and, get ready for what's coming to you.
Wow.
Defendants on this side.
People
Other side.
versus Joan Ellen Hughes.
Take your hands out of your pockets.
Paul Barnett, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney.
Oh my God.
Are you Joan Ellen Hughes?
I don't think so.
Are you the Joan Ellen Hughes?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hughes, you're before the court on a bench warrant from the Probation Department alleging a violation as follows. Paragraph 1 alleges that contrary to Condition 2, leaving the state without permission, you traveled to various states without the consent of the court. Most egregious, in 2014, you traveled to California in support of Old Man Sparty in the Roseville.
Green!
Don't interrupt the judgment.
Each trip is documented by at least 5,000 pictures on Facebook.
That's true.
Secondly, contrary to Condition 3, that you failed to report to work at least 60 times within the last 3 months, that you are out of control and your whereabouts are never known. Never, ever known.
Never ever known.
Thirdly, contrary to Condition 8 of no intoxicants, you continue that you consume Starbucks coffee every frickin' day and drive your little red convertible while under the influence of this toxic substance. Lastly, it's alleged that you blatantly failed to pay parking fees to Washtenaw County, your balance of $50,000, and they are sick of you. You have a right to a hearing on the violation, and if found guilty, you could be sentenced to the maximum on the underlying charge, which in your case was fleeing and eluding, the maximum penalty is forever and ever.
Oh, my God.
And you could be sentenced
That's
to
a long
around
time.
1,900 years.
Sometime around 19.
Mr. Renna, how does your client wish to proceed?
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes, you may.
In that little box that says DOB, what does that say?
Very, very old.
Oh,
Thank you for mentioning.
thank you so much. I just needed clarification on
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Okay. Wow, this is impressive.
Oh, and if you're going to be you were to be released on a bazillion-dollar bond.
You know, I've never had these on before.
I can imagine.
This is pretty impressive.
It does look natural for you.
It doesn't? Yeah, it's for real.
Are we sure the judge's bar number got put on that form?
Yeah, it's on there, but it's a PXX00 OOXO. Less than 3.
Your Honor, that's a heart symbol.
That's a heart symbol.
That's a little love
no
symbol
That's a
there
love,
for
that's,
you.
that's a little love
okay.
note.
I see.
Oh, this is
Kisses and
awesome.
hugs and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, kisses and hugs. Dang. Well,
Well, you could thank those beasts down in the basement for this
they're great beasts.
abusing.
Are they? Thank you, everybody. This is just awesome.
Well, I mean, you're still in jail. You want to get out of jail?
Yeah.
Do you want to admit these egregious acts, or?
Well, Your Honor.
Why not? You're going to be gone soon anyway,
I
right?
know.
Well-
Just 10 business days, that's all.
Well, now.
Oh, wait.
Yoda, sir,
Fiona.
if I may fumigate some of my wisdom on this defendant, sir. Yes.
I'd like to hear this.
Yona, this lovely young lady is just sweet as pie.
She is.
And she is, I'm sure, that she is just so sorry for all that she has done. Why, thank you. Thank you, sweet pea. Thank you so much. Oh, you're getting me so hot and bothered, young lady. I say.
Oh, I need your card.
Yona, this bone here is just excessive, sir. First of all, $1 bazillion. Now that is now I'm from Tennessee, okay, and we might have a different way to calculate dollars and cents down there, but $1 bazillion, you might as well just ask for a bajillion dollars. That just doesn't make sense. If that's how you run your show up here, then I just feel bad for employees that have to work in this Department of Corrections for ever and ever. And I just ask that you be so kind, Your Honor, as to give her a second chance. A second chance that she always gives all of my clients without exception.
Gave her 1 month off. What did you want?
I believe there are some victim impact statements that the people are proffering.
If I might make a few comments.
And I have a few comments before I'm done, but I will.
It's clear, Your Honor, probation has been a long road for Ms. Hughes.
It has.
And it's also clear that despite the best
But I've
efforts,
loved it.
extraordinary efforts by the entire probation department staff, past and present, I might say, she simply isn't suited for probation, or continued probation, certainly. We have before us some very serious violations. Operating under the influence of coffee, non-reporting, leaving the state to root for that agricultural school. In talking to the probation department, there's many more that could have been added to this petition. I think they were very lenient in their assessment. Each of those could be the subject of a separate criminal violation. We'll deal with that later. But it's certainly very, very clear she's no longer amenable to probation. So the people are going to ask that you revoke her probationary status, Your Honor. We'll leave the sentence in your discretion. There are some victim impact statements that need to be made.
Dear.
Okay, go ahead with the victim
Yeah,
impact.
ma'am,
May I
if you
have a
could
seat?
just grab a seat right
I'd like to sit in your seat.
here. You can sit wherever you want.
Thank you.
Who's first?
Hater number one.
Hater number 1. Wow.
Well, I'll just say.
How the hell Anybody?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I just want to say, Joan, it's been awesome working with you. Haven't been here as long as some of you all, but I've enjoyed you. You've been really helpful. You've always been kind to me and thoughtful and considerate, and I appreciate it, and you're going to be missed.
Do I have to?
No.
Okay.
Stay where you are.
Don't hug the prisoner.
Prisoners, they generally,
Yes, I'm touching the prisoner.
yeah, they generally spit and things like that. Oh dear. This is trouble right here, Your Honor. Oh, I know.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Did you like your bar number?
I did.
Okay, good. No, I just want to say that, you know, we're really, really, really gonna miss you. I've adopted you as my office mama.
You have.
And you're just so helpful, and I wish that the judge could order you to never, ever, ever leave us, but we understand, and we might be hating, but we understand.
Oh,
And we will miss you. I will miss you.
thank you. Oh, I miss you too.
Sweet.
Oh dear.
Good afternoon. I finally learned that this kind woman's name is Joan Ellen Gisner Hughes, and she does not want it typed any other way on her reports.
No hyphens.
And the day that she came and told me that, it was a terrible day for me, and I said, "Big deal, lady. Do you know what the pending drawer is? Can you show me what that is?" So I finally learned what the pending drawer is, thanks to you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I learned how to spell your name correctly
You did.
and format it correctly. And I just want to thank you for always being my champion. And I'm going to miss you terribly, but I'm very, very happy for you.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh dear.
To the contrary, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd like to talk about the Christmas party at our house.
Your Honor, may I please
Is that a
speak?
preemptive strike?
May I please speak? She gave me some of that substance. And I was at her house, Your Honor, and my wig fell off. They videoed me, and you know what? She was in violation of other things there that I cannot mention before me. So, you know what? And that being said, I love you.
You crazy bird, you. Oh my goodness.
James is coming up.
Oh. Where's my buddy?
Your Honor, in court, I thought I should say a few words at least. I remember the first time I met this dear lady. Do you remember where that was?
Yeah, we were in front of the courthouse.
No, before then.
Oh.
On Packard Road, in Joe Gonzalez's office.
We're supposed to talk about that.
We interviewed for this position at the same time, and we were both selected. So that means we've been working together all these years,
That's crazy.
and you are leaving me behind.
Oh.
But that's okay. As long as you tell me how to stay here and be successful as long as I want to, then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to stay around another while and revoke your retirement.
Oh, sorry. I just can't do that. Appreciate it.
All right.
Well,
Wait,
well, sir, I do have some
He's
closing.
got one more.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
just-
Mr.
Your
Prendergast.
Honor.
Go right ahead.
I just wanted to thank you for all your enlightenment, your encouragement, your guidance over the 7 years that I've only been here.
Even though she uses Spartan.
And
Yeah, go green, go white.
I'll miss running all those liens for you,
I know.
and you will be missed.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
I did.
Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet.
That was Tim, Patrick. Go get him.
Mr. Brown?
Thank you. Your Honor, I just have a few very brief remarks. I'll be very brief.
You should sing a song.
I got the 20 pieces.
You should have sang
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Oh my goodness.
Madeline, it's been a pleasure to do battle with you all these years, and I wish you the best of luck in your retirement.
I got these bracelets on.
Well, let me just say that from my perspective, it has been truly a pleasure to have known Joan Allen for all these years. And as Paris reminded me the other day, she says, she was telling Joan Allen, she says, well, you know how the judge feels about you. She says, if anybody says anything about the pre-sentence report and it's one of her reports, they'll say, the judge will say, that's my most senior agent. I know what she wrote in there is exactly correct. So for having to endure all this roasting, your colleagues wanted to give you this, and they asked me to give it to you. You may.
Should I release her?
Yeah, you could release
approaches? No, you can't have the handcuffs. You gotta tell Patty he's gonna get his own. That wasn't too bad, right?
No, it wasn't. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh.
These are from your family.
Oh, isn't that nice? Appreciate this. This is such a great place to work. It really is. Love being here in Washington County.
All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
You want a copy of your?
Visit him anytime.
Oh, I will.
These are the days of the endless summer. These are the days, the time is now. There is no past, there's only future. There's only here, there's only now. Oh, your smiling face, your gracious presence, the fires of spring are kindling bright. Are the radiant heart, you're the song of glory, the cry of freedom in the night. These are the days by the sparkling river. His timely grace and our treasured faith. This is